Welcome back to another episode of Casey Campbell's High School Football Preview. And now joining me is Northville's football's Cayden Saunders. Cayden, thanks for coming on, man.
Anytime. Thanks for having me.
Well, it has been an interesting time for everybody in the last few months with everything going on. Just about what has it been like the last few months?
Well, at first it was kind of getting used to the idea of being at home more, and I think a good thing that came out of it is coming home from school every day. I would have less time to maybe work out or go outside and work on football with all the homework and projects I would have to do. But now, since we had a lot of time at home, I had a lot more time to take advantage of.
Yeah. I know it has not been the easiest season for Northville last year. Although you did beat Novi, which is always good for Northville purposes. But what is this season going to be different, and what have you challenged yourself to do this year?
For me specifically this year, I know I've definitely challenged myself to be better physically. Like, I'm working on gaining weight and getting stronger, but I'm also working more on the mental side of the game and the lessons I can learn from it that I could use maybe later in life or not just in football. And I've been trying to preach that a lot to the team, and a lot of them are buying in. And I think this season will be really good because a lot of people are kind of seeing the overall message that you can get from football.
I know there was a lot of guys. He had a lot of injuries as well last year, but
Right.
you're coming back. Brett Rankin is also back as well. A couple other guys I think will be coming back. What are some of the names that people don't know quite yet to watch out for Northville?
We have actually a few. I know I might be a little biased with this one, but my younger brother Kai, he is a year younger than me. He's actually really good, but he'll be a junior this season. He's definitely one of the people who would want to watch out for.
Yeah.
Um,
Anybody else you think senior wise that a couple names that people should know about?
I think there is Brett Rudolph. He's one of our returning players. He's had a great season last year, I know, and he'll be coming back to play with us again this year.
I know that Coach Laddick has been in Northville for a long time, and Northville was in the last few years a decent program, and then not the best few years in the last few years. But what's it going to take to have one of those seasons again where you can go back on top?
Basically, I think just everybody on the team is going to have to buy in. We're kind of, over the past few years, we've been working together as a team, but not as much as it could have been. I feel like there's always maybe separate groups of people that hang out, and they are kind of those divisions between maybe positions or just people that hang out with other people. And this year, we're really working on bringing the whole team together, because if we can work together on every play, on every game, then we can really make something out of this season.
There's a new playoff system as well, but still the same teams in the divisions: the Brightons, the Howells, the Heartlands, the Cantons. What's it going to be like to play in a really tough division?
Honestly, I think it's a good thing for us, because I'd rather show everybody how working hard we can beat the teams that you might think are better than us skill-wise, that if we work harder, then we can beat them, instead of just maybe playing teams that are easier to beat and wouldn't really provide as much of a challenge.
Yeah. Biggest Northville Novi memory you have so far?
I think my biggest one would be this past season.
Yeah.
When we played them this year. It was probably the most competitive game I've ever played. It was tied most of the way through, no touchdown scored. It was just all field goals most of the game. And just that sense of, that was probably the game we were the most connected as a team, because it's the rivalry game. Everybody wants to work together to beat this team. It's beat Novi week. Yeah. And we're all so excited, and we're all working hard. And the last drive, when we stopped them on 4th and short, it was probably the best feeling we could ever have. As soon as we stopped them, everybody's running up and down the sidelines, the crowd's cheering, we're all jumping up and down celebrating. It was probably the best feeling ever.
Yeah. When you guys go back, I think you told me June 22nd in a few weeks. Is it going to be hard to go back and try to and staying apart from each other because Southeast Michigan was one of the highest hit areas early on in the COVID-19 crisis. Is it going to be hard to try to stay away from each other when you're so used to staying
Yeah,
really
I feel
close
like it is
together?
just because we've definitely come closer together over the past offseason as a team. And being away from each other for so long, it's going to be hard to kind of stay separated.
Yeah. All right, Cayden, thank you so much, man, for coming on, and I'm sure we're going to have you on later on this season.
Anytime. Sounds good.